I want to point something out, by the way. The Browns have had an all right offseason, right? It's interesting because Baker Mayfield's in the headlines all the time, constantly. He's received a lot of criticism at times. He's given a lot of quotes. And things are going, despite what you're hearing and reading about Baker, things are actually going very well for the Cleveland Browns. They've built a roster. They got a head coach. The old one's gone. The new one's in. People are excited. There's energy. The Browns have a good thing going, and their quarterback's in the news all the time. Compare the Browns to the Jets. The Jets have not had a good offseason. They've had kind of a tumultuous offseason. They've had a lot of bad news stories about them. They fired their general manager 3 weeks after the NFL draft. 3 weeks after the draft, they fired the general manager. And they spent a ton of money on free agency, and it's possible they wildly overspent on everybody they brought in. They hired a new head coach, guy had crazy eyes. My point is the Jets have been in the news a bunch for all kinds of ridiculous stories, and yet the one person you don't see giving anything, you've heard no quotes from Sam Darnold. Nothing. Sam Darnold has not added to the mess of the New York Jets at all. Baker Mayfield creates mess. Admittedly, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but Baker Mayfield gives quotes and people go, ah! Sam Darnold, I don't know what Sam Darnold does because Sam Darnold hasn't made the news at all. Nobody cares. He's not saying anything newsworthy. He's not adding to the mess of the New York Jets at all. Baker Mayfield creates some mess. Sam Darnold, no mess. In fact, in spite of the mess around him, still no mess. That's impressive. Things are good for Baker Mayfield right now. And he's talking and talking and talking and creating headlines. And in contrast, even at bad times right now, Sam Darnold knows how to say nothing, how to not give a bad quote, how to not make headlines, how to not add to the mess of his franchise. I just want to, I want to put a bookmark in your brain. Notice that Sam Darnold handled a messy situation really well, right? It's important. And then it makes me question, how will Baker Mayfield handle a messy situation? Will his loud approach work when things are going south? If the Browns do ever go south, will Baker Mayfield's approach to being a leader and approach to being this boisterous, loud character, will that become a problem? Because right now, the Jets have been in turmoil, and Sam Darnold, totally even keel, no quotes, not making headlines. Baker Mayfield making a ton of headlines, and things are going good for the Browns. So my point is just bookmark this in your brain. Notice, Sam Darnold handled things really well. Baker Mayfield, we don't know yet. And in fact, my estimation would be if I can't even say it backwards. I don't want to cuss. If things go south for the Browns, it's possible that he's not well equipped to deal with that.